Lost in hip hop, you know, we still
We
figuring it all out.
DJ Concept on the ones and twos. Mickey Knox over here. I know you don't hear nothing.
You hear something in there?
I hear you guys.
Yeah,
Do
he
you?
can hear.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, so we
maybe your volume's down.
You can't hear me?
I can hear.
You can hear?
Yeah, I can hear.
Oh, okay, good. Then we're good.
Hear you.
Yeah, we got. No, 54, we good with the followers. Yo, PR
Yo.
Dean was good. Pungent was good. Everybody in the chat room, Cheese Man, what's good? What up, man?
Yo, man,
Playing a lot of good shit.
I mean, I just love playing it. Like, I love the fact that we just got. That was a mixed bag of shit.
Yeah,
New shit,
old
old shit. Like, I don't care. I love that. I mean, sometimes I try to bring the new, but I like that we could go to the 90s. We can go anywhere we want.
For sure, brother. Get lost in it. Yo, we got a special guest in the house tonight.
That we do.
Man, we've known this man for a very long time.
Indeed.
When we was up on Sirius, my man came up to Sirius back then. That was like 20 years ago.
Yeah, that was what,
Sick.
2006, 7 or something like that?
7 or 8.
Sick.
Yeah, 7 probably. Yeah.
We got our man Sean Strange in the house.
What up? What up? What up? What do you know? What do you say?
What's good, bro?
Chilling, man. Thank you for having me, man. Good to be here. Shout out to both of y'all, the Bash Brothers.
Whoa.
Oh, taking it back.
Fucking Bash Brothers.
Back.
Yo,
NGP alum.
I needed a little help
Right.
from Mensa. Can you take up number 2? Put it up a little bit. A little bit, push it up a little.
My man.
We need to hear Sean good.
Right.
So yo,
Spike
so,
up.
So and you got to make sure you talk right into that.
Yeah, for sure.
So for the heads that don't know who Sean Strange is, give him like the Cliff Note introduction.
Shit, I've been doing my thing a long time. Shit, 20 plus years. Producer,
go.
artist, world traveler, tourer, facilitator, A&R, goon, creature, urchin, all that.
Creature of life.
You know what I mean? At some point, a rapper, they have to come through my shop. Put it that way.
Word.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? At
what?
some point, you come through my shop.
Word.
Exactly.
The fact, though, I'm not even front.
No, that's for sure. You've done records with some of the biggest. You've done records with West Side Gun, Benny.
Yeah.
You helped Benny book his first.
First U.S. tour,
US
yeah.
tour.
Yep. Put that
So,
together. Good
A
time.
lot of stuff, bro.
Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah,
Do a
been
lot
trying
of
to,
stuff. I mean, the first time we met you, you were with the group NGP.
yeah,
All good
taking
people.
it back.
Right.
Yeah, taking it back.
And I remember seeing you guys perform at Pyramid in Manhattan.
Mental Supreme. My guy. Mental Supreme.
Yo,
yeah.
you don't forget nobody. He doesn't forget.
Nah, this
Nah,
guy's got a crazy memory.
I got the elephant brain.
Word, it's crazy.
Yeah, Mental Supreme. You know what's crazy? We did our first show there. Shout out to my brother, Dress. We used to have a record called Chug. It was the #1 college radio record for like 10 weeks, whatever. We won like 2 artist competitions with it. And so we get booked at the Pyramid, and it was like their showcase where they had like a headliner or whatever. So they booked us to be the headliner. And Mental Supreme didn't know us yet. And he's like 4 white boys come on the stage and kind of like looking at us weird. We do Chug. My brother gets into like the first 4 bars of his verse. And Mental Supreme goes, nah, hold up. Cuts the shit off. And he goes, I thought y'all was gonna be whack, but your shit, like, yo, this shit is fire. Like, gave us mad. Like, he kept it real. He's like, yo, I looked at y'all, thought y'all was gonna be whack. And then my brother chugged like, he used to do this thing where he would chug like as many Heineken to get his hand on. So he'd do like 5, 6, 7 in a row. Boom, chug them. And then we just kept getting invited back. That's why we did the Pyramid like 15, 20 times.
Yeah.
You remember back in the day, Lewis Logic, they used to come out with the big Heinekens. Were you ever at any of those shows?
Yeah, whatever happened to that guy?
Still talk to him?
Yeah, I talked to him here and there. Like he kind of went off into like a indie route. He started doing like different
Rock
bands
stuff,
that were like rock stuff and
You remember that racist record he did? Not that he was a racist, but about race.
yes, and I don't remember the name.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I do.
That was like a real innovative. I remember when I was young. I'm
was
like,
that an Odd Couple song?
might have
I
been
think
an
that might have been
Odd
Odd Couple with that guy.
I remember thinking like, yo, that's ballsy to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What he did. He wasn't being racist, but he was like
Right.
rapping from the perspective of race and hip hop in America and in the world and shit. I remember thinking, yo, I was like,
listen to that.
yeah.
Look at
Shout out to
this.
Lewis Logic.
Yeah.
Shout to Lewis
Yeah,
Logic.
shout to Lou, man. I gotta hit him up. See what's up with him.
I would think of the Jedi Mind record. Louis Logic,
Yeah, yeah.
El Fudge.
That's how I first heard
El
it.
Fudge.
Yeah, El Fudge too. Or
Well,
Dominicano.
And that first single he had, with
Yeah.
we sitting on the rock and shit.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
I could take you.
Fat
I can go
Toto.
back with y'all all day on that
All
kind
day,
of
we
fat
could do
beat.
that
Well,
shit.
this is what I love about this. I didn't even ask him a question, and we got a story.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
So
right, yeah,
this is good.
sure.
But- so take him back. Like, when was the moment you knew that like you wanted to do rap and you were just gonna stop having a job?
Well, the first thing was basketball was where I was really trying to go. I was playing ball my whole life. Was doing real well. Played AAU, the whole thing, scholarship, and then but my older brother was a rapper, and I worshipped anything he did, which is why I played basketball.
Yeah.
And he was just killing it. Like he had remember Warlock Records?
Yes.
So my brother got offered a deal from Warlock in 96 and 97.
They put out the just so you know, they put out both of DJ Scribble's albums.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Warlock.
right.
They
Right,
did
right,
a
right.
lot of pop stuff.
Yeah, but my brother was like, I don't know if you guys remember Sample Kings.
Yes.
It's like a studio in Manhattan. You pay and you go there and record.
Go ahead.
And the one thing started doing that and making demos. I was already like a big fan of hip hop, right? Like from that time because I had older siblings. But from that, I knew it was gonna be part of my life. But once NGP started popping and things were happening, I was like, okay, this could be real. And then once the group broke up, which I knew it was gonna happen.
Right.
'Cause I've told you this before. Like I only wanted to make beats. I didn't even care about rapping. I rapped for fun, but I knew that out of everybody around me, I was gonna work harder than them.
Yeah.
I was like, if I can't figure out how to rap good,
It's a fact.
at the time, I was a horrible rapper. I was terrible. You know what I mean? And I did it for fun, but I was like, I have to get better where people will actually fuck with my music
Right.
and then I can tour and all that. But I would say around like I would say, you know what? I got to shout out PMD, which I know that will transition into, other shit you want to talk about. But PMD was the first guy ever outside of Mr. Hyde, but Mr. Hyde ain't PMD. You know, Mr. Hyde's an underground thing, but PMD in 03 had this like cornball. I don't even know what he's doing in life, but I shouldn't call him a cornball. But this guy I went to high school with, he like kind of managed us in the early years of NGP, and he kept claiming he knew PMD, but he was known for being a liar.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, right. And he was dating this like blonde chick that was was going to audio school somewhere out here.
Yeah.
It was like maybe Stony Brook, one of them. I don't know what. Maybe it was Five Towns. I don't know.
Maybe, right.
Can't remember. And she would get like free studio time on weekends, whatever. So we would use that time for her to practice
Right.
and record records. And one day, lo and behold, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. I was still using drugs. I was blowing coke for like 3 days in a row. And I'm outside. And then I go, forgive me, I'm inside working on like a trike, and my man was outside, comes running in, he goes, yo, PMD just pulled up in a fucking Escalade with the fisherman hat and the gold chains on. I'm like 18 years old at the time.
Yeah.
Man, get the fuck out of here. He's like, no, yo, Mike Doc, he's outside.
Mike Doc.
And we came out and Parrish was fucking there. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't believe it. You got take in mind, bro, I'm 18 years old. You know what I mean? On mad coke.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, and listen, for a lot of EPMD fans, I was always a bigger Parrish fan.
Okay.
I love both of them, but
Right.
PMD's voice was like captivating to me when I was a kid.
Mr. Slow Flow.
Yeah, and the voice, the bass in his voice, like the way he sounded, like.
Absolutely.
And if you look at early P with the fucking the part in his hair and the
Yeah,
gold
yeah.
chains, he just looked like a real brute, like come through and smack the shit out of you.
Right,
like you
right.
really believed him. So him being there was probably the moment where I'm like, oh shit. And then I'm gonna fuck your head up. He does a free song for us, gives us a beat, does a verse, and then I would say a couple weeks later, you remember Downtime?
Yeah, yeah, in Farmingdale.
Nah, I'm talking about Manhattan.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a venue back in the day called Downtime.
Was it on 30-something Street?
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
yes.
So we're
Twins
doing
did
a show
bunch.
at Downtime.
Yes.
And Tall Man from Cellar Dwellers was there. Yeah, I have a picture of me,
Phantasm.
PMD, Fantastic.
Yeah,
We call him the Tall
Tall
Man.
Man.
Because remember,
Tall
in the
Man.
record,
He says it, Tall
exactly,
Man.
the Tall Man. Yeah, we always call him the Tall Man. I know it's
yeah.
Phantasm, but we call him the Tall Man. So the Tall Man, I have a record with me, a picture with me, the Tall Man, Parrish and shit. But P came on stage. He came for us.
Right.
We asked him like, yo, we got a show. Will you come
That's
do the
crazy.
record? And he came and did it. And we had like a box of like 100 CDs. And Parrish sat there. There was a line of people waiting for his autograph. And he like signed all our CDs.
Wow.
But that was probably the moment where I'm like, oh shit, like this could be real.
Yeah.
But then once I got to deal with PLR,
Right.
then I knew it was off and running. Like selling beats and shit was happening. And that was my last job was 2007. I worked at Burlington Coal Factory.
And that's probably about the time that I met you that first time.
Yeah.
Around then.
Right around that time, yeah. I was the last job I ever had. That was 18 years ago.
Right. So, no more NGP. You're solo. PLR deal goes sideways.
Yeah, well, everybody that was on there didn't put their
Yes.
shit out. So,
Right. So what were you thinking now? Like, because you're signed and you're doing all these things, and now it's not there no more.
yeah, but it gave me a little bit of an outlet between NGP and the PLR thing. I was able to, gain a little bit more of a fan base. And then I was like, I got to go get my own deal. I had a manager from NGP, Bob Celestin, shout out to him. I came to him after NGP broke up and said, look, I want to keep my contract with you. Can you help me get a deal? He got me a distribution deal with Selecta Hits, and that was it. I put Street Urchin out myself. Had the Walk the Line single with the #2 freshman video on MTVU. I had like 3 of those records were like all over college radio.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know DJ Edition.
Yeah.
DJ
I still
Edition
get his emails.
was my guy. He did all my college campaigns at that time.
Right.
And rest in peace to Jay Hatch. Jay Hatch had a lot to do with that too.
Rest in peace.
Jay Hatch,
man.
that's my guy.
That's the whole-
Jay Hatch helped me out too in the beginning a lot. You know what I mean? Trying to move around the city
Yeah.
but yeah, once I was off and running from that.
Yeah.
And then I met Manu and was touring over the world and I never looked back.
So when you met the Goons, how did you build that relationship up to what it is when you started Boondocks and all of that stuff?
It's funny because we were just talking about this. You got to put the work in, bro. You got to know when to, see something and put your own money in, your own time. And I had this kid named Meth Mouth. Shout out to him. He's still doing his thing. Shout out to Free Will. At the time, he was like really following around me, trying to just get in any way he could. I didn't know who the Snow Goons were.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're New Yorkers. Like,
Right.
if you Canadian back in the day, we're not paying attention. You're from Germany, we're not paying attention. I don't care how good you are.
Right.
You can have KRS-One on your record, we're not giving it a
Right.
spin.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know what I mean? Right? But he was like, yo, these guys from Germany, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, all right, yo, show me the beat. And it was dope. He
Yeah.
was like, yo, you got to check these guys out. I went to UGHH.com. They had a record with one of Vinnie Pazin's boys.
Nice, bro.
What's the 2 dudes, the Spanish dude? Outer Space. Outer Space. Right, shout out to those guys.
Yeah.
They had a record. I'm like, oh man, these guys got like views. So once I did the record, I put Nems on it. So it's me, X-Lib, Nems, and this guy Meth Mouth. It's on my Street Urchin album. And I was like, man, this shit is all right, dope. And I got Manu's email and hit him up. And he sent me more beats. And then I said to him, like, yo, I want to come to Europe. How do I do that? Like, what do I got to do? And shout out to PMD. He's like, yo, do you know any big guys that could be a headline? I'm like, yeah, PMD. He's like, oh, that'll work perfectly.
Yeah.
And, I've told PMD this 100 times. I called him like 2 weeks later, and I'm like, I lied to him straight up. I'm like, yo, I got 15 dates for you right now, ready to go in Europe. You want to go? And he was like, yeah, strange. It's for the hip hop, it's for the culture, sure. Send me the details. And then I put it all together. Then I went, and now I knew he was down, and I went and actually got the dates. And we did January 2011, my first Europe tour. And from then to now, I've been to like 38 countries, probably easily 800 shows all over the world.
You lived overseas for a little
Yeah, I lived
bit.
overseas too, yeah.
Right.
Which, shit, if my girl would, be down, I'd be living there right now.
To go back.
Yeah, I can't.
So is that was before you did the Goondocks though? That you did
Yeah,
that
and
tour?
so, yeah, with the Goondocks, you asked what led to that tour.
Right.
So when we were on tour, we had like 4 off days in Germany. We were gonna do one record, but the energy, and P will tell you, I brought, like, at the time, a whole crew.
Yeah.
I brought like 8 dudes out there with me. We rented like a 15 passenger fucking Sprinter, and P's just around all these young, hungry guys. We're in the studio doing one record, then it turned into 2, then it turned into 3, and we were like, all right, let's do an EP. Before those days were done, we had like 5 of the joints already. And me being ambitious, I'm like, yo, P, let's just do a whole album.
Right. And they were all Snow Goon beats at that.
Yeah. Because we're like, yo, we'll form a group.
Right.
You know what I mean? And for real fans, they know PMD's label was called the Boondocks.
Boondocks, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, yo, we'll flip the Goon. Because usually I don't like doing that where you put the name You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if someone did a record with you and named it Fort Knox.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? That would annoy me. Yeah. Like, or when people do records with me, they're like, yeah, I'm going to call it The Stranger.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, asshole. You know what I mean? Go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? You know, I didn't, but it was so like perfect. And I'm a big Goonies fan. You know what I mean? Like to me, it's one of the great movies, which you see through the album I sample it.
Right.
Yeah, and then it came together.
Nah,
Doing
that
that
just
album was a
works, though.
nightmare, though. I ain't gonna hold you. I love PMD, but getting that album done was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, you had that one track with like 20 dudes on it.
Oh, but you know what's crazy, bro? And let me tell you something, bro. That fucking record, I hate it. Like, you wouldn't believe. I'll go to the big rap to the Titans, man. Do the rap to the Titans. I'm like, no. I'll tell the fans, like, no, I'm not doing that record, yo. Now, if you notice, I'll play the beat. I'll just play the beat. Like, yeah, put your hands up. Put your hands up. And I'll tell man, cut it.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I mean? But because there was a show going called, I hate the title of that song too, Raps of the Titans. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? It's like, holy mackerel.
Who titled that?
Some guy from Canada. Remember Klee from Revere
Klee?
Regime?
Yeah.
From Necro's label? he had like a tour, a show called The Raps of the Titans. So that's why we named it that. That's why everybody's on that record, because everybody on that song was on that fucking show. I remember PMD like, yo, Strange, there's a lot of guys on this song. He's like, did you know them? I'm like, yo, it's gonna get mad. And yo, to this day though, between YouTube and Spotify and Apple Music, that shit got like 13 million fucking streams.
How many people on that record?
Oh my God.
There's even
everybody,
there's
bro.
a video for
The
that.
whole Port Authority is on that fucking record.
There's a video for it too.
Yeah, it's a video too.
And everybody's in it.
Yeah, it's
That's
as long as
crazy.
The Godfather too, bro. That fucking video. That video is The Godfather too.
Well, I'm like, I never forget back in the day when I was doing the shit with Undefined for the Crisis Center. You remember a group from, I think they, I forget where they were from exactly, but overseas, they were called the Wolftown Committee. You
Yes,
remember
I
these
do
guys?
remember. They
That's
had
a
a
great name,
magazine
though.
too, right?
Yeah, they had a magazine, so
Out
that's
in
how we
Europe.
first met them.
Yeah.
We did like an interview in a magazine for Crisis Center, but then they were doing this like massive posse cut. It was literally like 30 people on it. I literally rapped on it, and I'm like, I don't rap, but they were like, you want to rap on it? I'm like, okay.
But the crazy thing about posse cuts like that, like everybody has to be fired.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to anybody on that record. I'm not gonna call anyone out personally, but you know, whatever. It's just not that where like every verse is, you know.
But yeah, because if it's not holding your attention,
You was young at the time. You was trying to
I
put
mean,
something
listen, yeah,
together.
the video quality is amazing. We had a red cam, steady cam with the red cam. You know what I mean? Like shit was
crazy.
fire. You know what I mean? And you know, listen, it did a lot for me. Like view wise and stream wise, it did a lot for me. So, you know, I just hate that that's one of the records that.
Swollen Members is on.
Yeah, Swollen Members, which was
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
that is cool.
That linked me with them.
Yeah, that is cool.
You know what's funny? Story about them. My sister, years before I like really got on, probably like 04 or whatever. She's like, yeah, and then a rap group called Swollen Members. I'm like, I ain't never listened to nobody with that name. Like, what kind of gay shit is that? You know what I
it's a
mean? Like,
terrible
Swollen
name.
Members. Like,
It's a terrible name.
yeah, I was like, what? I'm like, baby, you're a fucking flambe. You know what I mean? Like, but then I was like, oh, these cats are doing their thing. You know what I mean?
Alchemist shit, right?
Right, but you know, again, that's that New York ignorant
yeah.
bullshit where I'm like, Swollen Members.
Oh, no, we was up
Hey,
on them.
yo,
We
like, you know what I mean? I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not doing that. You know what I
I
mean?
feel- but I
I
feel
the
like-
Ill Bill.
I feel like the only reason I started fucking
Bless
with
you.
them was because the beats were Alchemist beats and Evidence
I
beats.
didn't know that until
Yes,
later. You know what I
100%.
mean?
That's why.
That's why
I
we
know
were
until
we
later.
were Alchemist
That's
and
why.
Evidence fans, and then we started listening to them, and then they actually had some good music, but
Right.
you just had to look past that.
But that was the ill shit about
look past.
PMD, about the Goondock shit, was from Swollen Members to AOTP to whoever it was, because EPMD, especially Parrish, with both of them, were co-signing me so much. People are like, yo, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
So when they came through for them, it's like a big moment for them to be on a record with PMD.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like, yeah, whatever,
That's
bro.
peak, yeah.
Have a good time, you know
Right,
what I mean? But it helped me in so many ways to do shows, to do, you know what I mean?
Right.
I got to do Rock the Bells,
Right.
tour with them on the Hit Squad reunion.
Yeah.
Fucking Aguilar hates me because of that. You know what I mean? He won't even talk. He blocked me on Instagram because of it. Whatever, bro. I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? I don't hide shit,
Shouts
bro.
to Ag,
he knows.
man.
He knows he blocked me on Instagram. He fucking knows that I know it. If I go to right now to try to type his page, it's gonna say fucking page not found. It's because Rock the Bells. It ain't my fault.
Yo, PRD typed in Late and
Great
Trickster.
producer.
Remember them?
Wait, what?
Make dope beats.
Late and Trickster.
Oh yeah, that's from the Wolf Town. Yeah. He
That's
knows.
the PRD.
Dean knows. Shout to Dean. Yo, you want to play a joint? Come back.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can I play this '86 Celtics joint?
Fact. Great team.
Tell them about that album real quick.
Oh, No Mano. I did that in 2020. You know what's crazy, bro? That's the last album I dropped. I have not dropped a rap album or anything in fucking 5 years. I kept like producing for other artists, but that shit is no features. I produced everything. And that album was purposely for me to show that whole new era, Griselda, whoever it was, that I could rap.
Right.
You know, for the new era who didn't know who I was, I put it out like I can hang with anybody, but I put no features and No Amano obviously into play off my label. Nah, bro.
Bro.
Dope.
You know what I mean?
All right,
it
y'all,
out.
let's play this. We'll come back. We'll talk more. We got a lot.
Kevin
we can talk
McHale.
all night.
Lost in Hip Hop, Nicky Knox, Concept, Sean Strange.
Little Gabagool, he said. Lost in hip hop.
Tuna.
86 Celtics, Sean Strange.
Guy eating tuna?
Self-produced.
I don't know what. I can't even touch that comment right now.
Ugh.
Oh, come on. You don't need tuna.
Filth.
Come on.
Oh, you're a vegetarian. You don't eat meat.
Nothing.
Nothing at
Nothing that
all.
lived.
Nothing.
Good for you.
Nothing that lived.
How is it? That's
Yeah,
a lot.
we don't
right?
fucking throw them through a fucking grinder and fish. Anything fish.
You don't nothing.
Nah,
seafood.
nah.
Oh,
Honestly, you can't even
crazy.
cook fish in my crib. Like, if you try to cook fish in the same crib with me, we're gonna have a drama.
All seafood or just fish?
Anything that came from the sea, you cook that shit in my crib, we're gonna have a fucking problem.
Do you have an
You
issue
gotta get
always
that
looking
smell
for
out. You gotta
food?
fucking bleach the whole house after.
Do you have an issue looking for food when you're on tour doing shows because of
Nah,
that?
'cause when you're you're on the road, you can always find something for a vegetarian, especially in Europe. You know what I mean? But like, nah, you know.
You're not you don't look for.
I'm not a
vegan shit.
vegan, no, but I fuck with vegan food, but I'm not a vegan. I eat eggs and all that shit.
Right.
I was raised that way. People always wonder
Right,
why,
from
like,
birth. It's not a
I was
choice.
like
You were
born
just
that way.
born
Yeah,
that way.
I was also born in the era where people looked at you like you were crazy.
Yes.
for being a vegetarian. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean?
Yo,
I mean,
People look at
my
you
man.
crazy. Like what? Now it's like trendy and shit. You know what I mean? But back then, people were like, what?
I mean, in my college days and in high school and shit, end of high school, I was a vegetarian for many years, probably 10,
What
10
brought you back?
15 years. You know, after I came out of college and I was like, you know, working and all that, I was like, I wasn't eating right.
Yeah.
And I was just eating shit. I wasn't eating the right vegetarian stuff. So
Right.
I like slowly went back.
It's funny because of that, I stayed skinny my whole life. But you wouldn't notice now because it goes all to my belly. But I'm the heaviest I've ever been. I'm like almost 200 pounds right now. I got the wild fucking little gut building up right now because I quit smoking cigarettes. I don't take no drugs for a long time. But I was
Shout to that.
Well, I didn't do drugs for a very long time, but after I had like surgery, I got hooked on Vicodin for a little while, and that shit kept me skinny too. And now I cut that out like 6 years ago, and so now I'm like, and I eat crazy healthy, but I eat a lot of bread, a lot of pasta, shit like that. Now it's all packing on. When you're smoking cigarettes all day, that shit, you know, keeps you skinny.
Look at you
and vegetarian.
being real open with your past
Oh,
addictions,
fuck, bro. You gonna hear about that in my record, bro?
Right.
I mean,
Right.
the record I told you not to play Bloodstream, I talk about eating Vicodin in the record. You know what I mean? Like,
My Vicodin the right to the beat.
that verse, bro, is horrible.
It's not horrible.
It's a horrible verse of mine. It's almost borderline unlistenable. You know what I mean? It's all
I'm not
nature. It's
gonna
all
play.
nature's fault. Fucking nature's
Why? Because
fault.
he came in and fucking body.
Yeah, he did exactly what nature is supposed to do. If I was ever gonna get a nature verse, he gave me the verse that I wanted.
Yeah.
Word up.
He came correct. Nobody else was on that record but him. Not me, not Vic, not O-Dub. Nobody else was on that record but Nature.
Yeah, I like Vic's. I mean, the
Everybody,
chorus
hey,
for
listen,
Vic
we're
for me
all
is-
good.
I love that.
I'm just
chorus.
saying, but Nature's verse
Yeah,
on that,
threw him
and
there.
he goes first. Doesn't matter what happened after that. I'm telling
doesn't
you, bro.
matter what
Doesn't
happened
matter.
after
And Little Vic's one of the best rappers I've ever heard.
Word.
It still don't matter what happened after Nature.
Word.
Yeah.
They talking to the president.
Yeah.
All right. So Goondocks is out. You're touring. You do everything with PMD. That's over now. Mm-hmm. Now you still touring on your own.
Oh yeah, big time.
How are you keeping up the demand? How are you keeping all that up?
Well, you gotta, when you go on the road, you gotta like. A lot of people go on the road, they get caught up in bullshit. I'm gonna smoke weed. I'm gonna try to fuck girls all the time, all that other shit. Me, I was constantly like, where the fucking money at?
Right.
How am I gonna keep this good feeling? How am I gonna be able to keep doing this without PMD, without whoever? And I kept always introducing myself to the promoters, the buyers, building my list up. So every time I did a project or anything was going on, I would send a blast out and book a tour. And a lot of times too, I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna do an Eric Sermon tour. I'm gonna do a D12 tour.
You did a tour with Eric Sermon, correct?
Yeah, the Vernia tour, yeah.
Vernia tour.
Which
You
was a
booked that.
great time.
Right.
Great fucking time.
Right, and you had an incident over there.
Yeah, that was great. Crazy. So then the guy in Switzerland, he, and you know what's crazy, bro? He was the main guy, one of the main guys over there for doing all the shows, Mobb
Yeah.
Deep, you know, Jurassic 5, fucking Alchemist, whoever came through there. I'm just saying, like, in Switzerland, bro, those guys.
No, for sure.
Especially Charlie Tuna.
Yes.
The guy, he can still to this day. He just did a show out there the other day. She was sold out in days.
Good for him, man. That's awesome.
And this guy was doing the big shows. So I hit him up. I'm like, yo, I got Eric Sermon, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, okay, cool. You know, I offer $2,500. At that time, I already had like 11 shows for Eric. So I bring it to Eric. He's like, $2,500? He's like, nah. He's like, we already got 2 Switzerland shows. He's like, he got to give me like $5,000 to make me want to do another Switzerland show. So I go back to the guy. I'm like, look, you know, Eric said no, unless you come up. And now the guy starts flipping out. You know, oh, fuck this, fuck that. And I said, yo, don't blame me because I can't get a 50-year-old legend to take a mediocre offer. And he wrote back to me, which you can see on my Instagram. He wrote, I don't care about a random 50-year-old N-word with the hard ER, too. So I'm like, yo. So I got, if I showed you the whole conversation, I was going at him, whatever. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to ruin this guy.
Right.
I was in a mood one day. I think I'm going to air this guy out. And I put it up, and it went viral in Switzerland. Started getting picked up in the newspaper. It went crazy, especially where he's from.
Right.
And then when I'm living out there, one day I'm in my apartment, and this mope comes knocking on my door, right? And I open the door, and he's like a okay, he's about to invade Poland with the fucking with the outfit on. And he goes, are you the Sean Gillen or whatever? I'm like, yeah. And he hands me like a court thing. And the guy suing me for defamation of character.
Right.
Because he claims he can't book nobody. Because I went hard.
Right.
Evidence, Rocket Art Science, all them where if you look on the post, they're all in there.
Right.
All the promoters from Clockwork Music, none of them book. To this day, no one booked with him anymore.
Right.
I fucked him all the way up.
Wow.
But so long story short, I had to go to court for like 2 years with it, probably a year and a half. And I hired no lawyer. I did it myself on some fucking Ted Bundy shit. I literally represented myself in court. And I'll never forget, like all I had was me and a translator.
Yeah.
And I would say certain shit in the translator, be like, you want me to say that to them? I'd be like, yes. Yes, say exactly what I just told you. And I won the case, bro.
Right.
They told me I had to prove a pattern of racism. So I had obviously the conversation where he said it. And then Eric, shout out to Eric, he gave me a video of him talking about the severity of that word and what it means. Eric told me as long as I don't post it or anything, it's only for the prosecutor.
Yes.
So he gave me that. And the third thing was a little hard to get. I know a girl, I'm not going to put a name out there, but she worked for him. She's like a big hip hop head out there, does a lot of big shows and drives artists. Primo, everybody knows her. And at first I approached her like, I know you've heard him say this word because there was a rumor that Fat Lip from the Far Side knocked this kid out for saying the word. And I kept pressing her. She's like, oh, I don't want to be getting called into court. I'm like, look,
Fat Lip.
all you got to do is vouch for me on some level. And she finally filled out a little letter, said she'd heard him say it before, that I'm not lying, signed it. I had my 3 things.
Wow.
And so he was trying to sue me for $50,000.
Right.
You know what I mean? And all I had to pay was a $1,300 fine. You know what I mean? So you can suck my dick. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'll slap the shit out of him
Standing
and
up
his
for hip
father.
hop all over the world.
And then I purposely went to like where he owns the club out there.
Yeah.
I purposely went like 3 weeks after, 4 weeks after, and was just foxtrotting all through his fucking his name.
He said he was
all through his fucking neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like what?
Stupid.
Dick sucker.
All right, so I know like that I'm sure you got 700 stories, but
I got great
give me
stories.
give me a very crazy story that happened. And where it was.
I'm just gonna
And are you on mushrooms?
mildly. I'm just gonna keep it real right now. I hope you don't get mad. First time I'm on tour, and shout out to PMD, bro. One of the if you know PMD, his lingo, he's different.
Yeah.
So we're in Germany. We had the off days when we were doing the Goondock shit. We're staying in this hotel that still to this day we're convinced is haunted. weird shit was happening in this hotel.
Yeah.
It was haunted, bro. I don't even believe in
What
shit
kind
like
of
that.
weird shit is happening?
Weird banging and noises. Like, my man claims he saw something run across the room. I can't speak on that. You know what I mean? I didn't see that, but it was weird. If you were there, you would have felt it. I had like a suite, so we were packed in there, but like 2 guys were on the floor. So this is the first time I'm getting to know PMD on the road.
Yeah.
So I go and knock on PMD's door. I hope you don't get mad at saying this, but it's the truth. You know what I mean? I go, yo, P, check this out, man. It's like packed in my suite. I got my man here, Meth Mouth. Yo, you think he could crash in the room? And he goes, yo, Strange, he can stay, but then could be some extra. He came out with an incense in his hand. Yeah, like an incense lit. He's like holding it, and it's like smoke going up in the air. And he goes, yo, Strange, he can stay in here? He goes, but then could be some extraterrestrial shit going on in this room tonight. And we just stood there mortified, bro. Like, I'm like, he can stay with me. Like, we didn't know what the fuck.
Right.
He was just trying to get.
What was the next answer? Right.
He just didn't want him to stay in the room, so he probably like in his head, I'm gonna tell them the wildest shit I could tell him. Holding incense like a Native American chief leader. You know what I mean? He's like, yo, Strange, he can stay here, but there could be some extraterrestrial shit going on in this room tonight. We're like, huh?
I actually don't even know what the fuck that means.
What does that mean? Right.
Nobody knows what that means, bro. He knows the code to that. Trust me.
I mean, you know, but that was his way of.
I'll give you
his
another
way of getting the guy to not stay in the
Weaseling
room.
out. Yeah.
I'll give you a great story too. I was there, standing right there when Wu-Tang beat up Joe Budden. As close as me and you are right now, I was standing right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was right there eating mashed potatoes
What show was that at?
at Rock the Bells. And they snuffed out Stage Francis that night too. Wu-Tang lit him up too.
It's funny because one of the
They
first
lived
times I met Strange, I don't know why we said the
Yes,
name Sage
and I
Francis,
dissed
and he
him
goes,
because-
"You listen to Sage Francis?"
At the time, he
I
was
like,
dissing.
"No."
He was dissing PLR.
Was he?
In a Facebook post.
I was
so
like,
that
nah.
was just me. You know what I mean?
You
But
like,
shout out to
"Ah."
y'all because you guys put me on Sirius for the first time ever.
Oh man.
I acted like I was. I like that was it for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Shout out to y'all for that, man.
All right. So Vernia tour done, and you dropped Street Urchin 2.
I dropped Street Urchin 2 right before the
Right
Vernia tour.
before. Okay.
Yeah, with y'all, with DCM.
That's right. And you got a very dope record on there with West Side Gun.
Yeah, Vile Caps, man.
Vile
Shout out to Westside Gun, the Fly God.
How'd that come about, bro?
I was on that early, bro. Nobody paid attention, including
Cue that
Mensa. I don't mean to throw him under the bus, but he didn't listen to me either. I was on it early, bro. I met Benny at a shoe store, a sneaker store, whatever. And this guy I used to fuck with told me, like, yo, they're looking to do a tour. And I had heard of Westside Gun. I'm a big fan of the show The Wire.
Yeah.
So my man's like, yo, they got a song called Omar is Coming.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any Wire fans in this room, but
Yeah,
Omar from The Wire, like anytime he would come run up on you with
Right,
the
right.
shotgun, they'd be like, Omar's
Yeah.
coming. And Westside and Conway had a song called Omar is Coming, which I'm like, yo, I got to check these guys out. I fucked with them. Met Benny at like an in-store, a sneaker store. His man at the time was like, yo, I heard you could do tours, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, whatever. They give me 2 weeks. Hit him up, like, literally 2 weeks later. Like, yo, I got 15, 16 shows, whatever. And the guy at the time, shout out to Ak. I haven't talked to that guy in years, but shout out to Ak. He helped me. I had met Westside Gun a couple of times, but it wasn't where I'm going to just hit him up.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so Ak kind of, like, brokered that a little bit. And then I sent Westside Gun some beats. I don't hold nothing back. Shit's a business. Westside Gun's like, yo, send half the money right now.
Yeah.
I'm a businessman. Bang. And I'm not going to say how much I paid, but like, I was smart. I got in the game early.
Right.
Very smart investment. You know what I mean? And he knocked the shit out for me. And he fucked with the beat so much that he gave me the chorus, which you hear, the selling
Yeah.
dope again.
Yeah.
He did it. I only was going to get a verse from him. But I was already thinking like a vinyl flip because the way they sell their vinyls and shit
Yeah.
like that. I was like, yo, I could make a vinyl flip with these guys. And that just came together. And here's the even crazier thing. The original beat was the Black Sabbath sample, Megalodon. And he was like, he loved it, Westside Gun. He recorded the chorus and his verse. And I'll never forget, he called me and he was like, yo, I'm riding around the top off, listening to this over and over and over. He said, this could be my first Shady Record single.
Or
Word to my father. And I'm like, whatever you want to do.
yes.
But then I'm working on Street Urchin 2 and like like at least like 15 months went by, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, he was supposed to do another verse for me. He's like, yo, I'm gonna
Right.
keep this. I'm gonna do another one for you. And he was like, yo, I'm too busy. Just go ahead, use it. And that's all. If I maybe would have waited, I might have had the Shady release. But I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I paid you. You know what I mean? And he's like, he kept it real with me. That's why I fuck with West Side Gun. He's like, yo, I'm mad busy right now. Just go ahead
Right.
and put it out.
Dope.
You know what I mean? But so the original version, I'll play you one day. If you look on the vinyl, I have something called Sabbath Mix. This should just show you how much West Side Gun fucked with it. He found a singer and a guitar player in Buffalo. So if you listen to that Sabbath Mix, he's re-singing and replaying a similar thing to the Black Sabbath record.
Oh,
So that's
wow.
why it's then produced by me and West Side Gun.
Dope.
West Side Gun sent me the guitars and the singing of the
Wow.
guy trying to sound like Ozzy.
Crazy.
So he fucked with it.
Wow.
So we were gonna literally do something with it, but we all put money up.
Right.
Shit was like, so I had to put it out.
Right.
I ended up doing it.
Dope. Let's get into that, bro. Lost in hip hop. We got
You
Sean
wanna play the
Strange.
Sabbath?
You can play that one if you got that one.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'll get it.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I just talked about it. Yeah, play it.
I'll pull it up.
That's it.
Yeah, it's
Let's
very
get it.
cool.
All right. Let's
Shout out
do
to
it.
West Side Gun, man, on the co-production. He came with it.
All right, Lost in Hip Hop. Let's do this. Yeah.
We back.
Lost in Hip Hop.
How you doing?
We had to play a couple joints there, We got some strange joints. We got some Zen joints.
Yeah.
Word up.
Strange, a lot of people don't know, but Strange is a bit of a movie, TV buff.
Bit.
Pop culture buff.
Shit.
We talk about shit all day.
I got my own show. Me and Menza only speak in fucking movie and TV
It's fucking
quotes half the
soprano
time.
quotes.
Yeah, he'll
That's it.
send me random 3 o'clock in the morning text. Like fucking stand.
Shit, what are you watching now?
I always do throwbacks unless somebody put me onto something really fly that's new.
Yeah.
Right now I'm doing an Ozark rerun,
Yeah.
which I was very disappointed in the 4th season.
I didn't watch
Jason
the
Bateman
fourth
gets
season
shit
yet.
together.
Yeah, I didn't
Your-
get
your
to-
final
I didn't
season
get
was,
to the last.
was not it.
What about Tulsa?
Tulsa, listen, here's the thing, bro. Sly Stallone could fucking shit on a cracker and hand it to me. I'd be like, yo, did you see what he just did? He shit on a cracker. He's Sly Stallone. He did Rocky. He could do no wrong.
Come on.
He did a Rambo. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about Sly Stallone. Leave it
I
alone.
love it. He could
Wait
shoot
on
a
my
crack.
mom will shoot.
I don't give a fuck about it. That doesn't
Come
even
on.
happen. Listen, honestly,
Come
it doesn't
on.
matter. He did Rocky and Rambo. Okay, it's like Tupac. I don't want to hear any slander about fucking Sly Stallone.
Yeah, you
I
a
don't want to
big
hear.
Tupac fan.
Yes, very much.
Right, and being that you grew up
Makes
in
my
Queens.
girl laugh how much I fucking defend him.
How was that growing up, man?
Bro, here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna keep it real for you. Outside, get the fuck out of here. 'Cause I'm a big Biggie fan too. That's the funny
Yeah.
thing. I'm a huge Biggie fan. Bro,
Likely
Tupac is what exemplifies what a rap star is supposed to be. I don't want to hear it from anybody. It's a fact.
Let's
We
go
talk about
down-
what a rap superstar is supposed to be.
Let's go down a checklist.
You can go through the whole. You want to go through the whole checklist? Hit records, looks, attitude, the way he dresses, art, all that. Like it's just come on, bro. He's the
Right.
James Dean of hip hop. Am I wrong?
I've never heard anyone say it like that, but I wouldn't argue either.
It's a fact.
I wouldn't argue. James
It's a
Dean of
fucking
hip-hop.
fact, bro. It's a fact.
Yeah, I mean, I never heard that, but that,
Right. I never heard
I'll
that.
go
The
with it.
fact. He's the James Dean of fucking rap, bro. The fact. Come on, man.
What's your favorite Tupac record?
It's impossible to say that.
Yeah.
It's too many. It's like Biggie. Like, we ask me what my favorite Biggie record is.
What
Like,
okay. What Tupac record do you like that most people would never be like ever mention that record?
would never mention it or
Yeah,
like
that wouldn't be in anyone's top Tupac record.
Hellraiser. There's a lot, bro. You know me.
Yeah.
The Little Homies OG version though, not that bullshit they remade after he was dead and they started letting all these producers fucking rape his vocals. The original Little Homies OG shit. Bro, just to put it in perspective, when Tupac died, I was so affected by it. I was so upset and
Yeah.
sad. I went to school the next week, and then right after I moved to Long Island, and there was, I don't remember the kid's name, it was some jerk off that was making a comment, like joking about Tupac dying.
Yeah.
And I'm like in hysterics over it, like, you know what I mean? And I literally jumped across, like my mother, I jumped across the lunch table and threw my lunch off the fucking tray and repeatedly,
Yeah.
viciously, like attention deficit disorder, hyperactive,
Beat him with the
fucking
tray.
abused. Yeah, I got suspended. And then when the principal told my mother, the guy, something about Tupac, and my mom's like, fucking
He was talking about
What
Tupac.
did-
I had
what did you-
posters all over my wall of Tupac.
What did your brother do with your tape?
My brother took my Tupac tape, threw it out the window. He threw that shit out the window.
So
he
what
was
you-
like, who? What?
What's your
He's
thoughts
like,
on
this is a Brooklyn house. You understand me? It's like, we don't fucking listen to that. Fuck Tupac. My brother was not having it. Nah, he was not
So what's your
having
thoughts on the Eminem Tupac album, the
it.
Loyalty
Horrible.
Game?
It's unlistenable.
You didn't like it?
No, come on.
Did you like it?
I like some joints on
It's
it.
two good songs, I can tell you.
Yeah.
Soldier and the one with Dido. That's it. That
Yeah, that
album,
was-
other than that album is a
Yeah, I feel
fucking
like there was one or
hot,
two other joints
flaming
on it.
garbage bag filled with broccoli.
You remember when it came out, all the hype?
Yeah, because it's Eminem
the
producing
hype.
Tupac.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it was if you pack a garbage bag with broccoli and cauliflower and set it on fire
It
after
doesn't
it's
get
been in
mentioned at all.
Because it's horrible.
It doesn't get
That's
mentioned
why
at
it's
all, bro.
horrible. It's like Biggie duets. Nobody wants to hear that shit. The fuck out of here.
Yeah,
dude.
that
Come
one
on,
that
man. Stop
that
playing with.
wasn't on.
Facts.
Nobody wants to hear that shit. You know what I mean? We want to go listen to Life After Death. We don't want Biggie duet, bro. We don't want that.
So what are you listening to now? What rappers? What are you listening to now?
Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm listening to Fleetwood Mac and Joe Cocker.
I mean, we asked Illa G the other week,
But
a
Joe
couple weeks
Cocker
ago.
is that dude.
What you listen to, Illa? He goes,
We wouldn't
jazz
have
music.
California Love without Joe Cocker.
California Love.
Yeah, it's a Joe Cocker sample. Woman to woman. Woman to woman.
See, I
Joe Cocker
know the Joe Cocker from the Growing.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, Carlito's way, bro.
Yeah, true.
Trying to get
True.
Charlie to the train, you're.
True.
All right, so let's do this. So where do we leave off with the on the album train? We talked about Stiller. We talked about Goondocks. No amount of right. So you did that.
Yeah.
What? That was in COVID times, right?
That wasn't COVID time.
So you just did
I
that
was
in
living in
your crib.
Europe. I bought a bunch of studio equipment, which my cunt ex-wife kept. It's fine. I charged her for it. It's a fact. I did. And so I bought a bunch of studio equipment and just recorded. I just kept recording and recording and recording. And I actually did 2 albums. And the second one, as dope as it was, I just was like, yeah, I put an album out like this before. I felt like that's where I started feeling like with hip hop, it wasn't like doing it for me anymore. And then I met Echo through you guys, which is funny. I wouldn't even have met Echo if it wasn't for you guys.
Right.
Because Mensa brought me to the Def Squad studios. It was like the day you had mad people there. I think Ambrosia for Heads was there that day.
Yeah.
Like a big men's one. You guys went crazy.
Yeah.
You had like Petey Crack was there. Rock from Helter Skelter was there. You had like, it was like a real star-studded type of day. And no one gave a fuck about me. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm standing there and there's another white guy in the room, which was Echo in Rockwell's room. And I'm like, what is this fucking timid-ass white boy? Let me see what's up with this guy.
Yeah.
So I just went and talked to him. Because, you know, Echo was younger. We're talking 5. You know,
Yeah,
Echo's
yeah,
only
5, 6 years
29
ago.
now, whatever he
Yeah.
is. So he was probably like 24 at the
Right.
time, whatever, 23. And he comes in there, you know, engineering.
Yeah.
And I ended up talking with him, and he was like, yeah, I play the guitar, do this and that. I'm like, cool, man, cool. We kept talking, and when I went back to Europe, we kept texting and sending each other records, and he put the whole band together.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which was
Oh, so
crazy.
you got a whole band.
Yeah, he put all that shit. All guys he went to school with and knew from Long Island. Charlie, Mike on bass. Charlie does like lead guitar with Echo, and then Mike does the bass.
What's the name of the band?
Cuzzo.
Cuzzo.
You know what I mean? That's what I always call people growing up.
Word.
Cuzzy, Cuzzo, Cuzzo Deech.
Zeno.
Because
Listen, I tell you all the time, bro. Listen, we can't front. Italians came up with the best lingo in the history of slang in the history of the world, bro.
I mean, look, I don't.
I grew up around a lot of Italians that call me Cuzzo. I ain't gonna front. That's where I didn't get it from. My man Gestapo, you know what I mean? He's like, yo, Cuzzo, hey, Cuzzo, what are you doing? Fucking wrong with you? Yeah, I'm
I
a
always
white
thought-
boy from the city, bro. I grew up around in the 90s, 80s, around a lot of fucking.
I just feel like New York in general has the best slang and lingo. all
Agreed,
together, you know what I'm
but let's
saying?
be
So-
real. Why does all hip hop? You hear Dave? We just talking about Dave East's new album. He has 8 skits, and they're all remakes of Italian mafia movies.
Right.
Donnie Brasco, The Godfather, Goodfellas.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah, we gave him the. Wait, yo, Mensa, what'd he say? Again with the rape of the. Again with the rape of the culture.
Sick.
And this shit makes.
We showed the world that.
He goes, this shit makes me the worst. This espresso shit. Listen, you can't front, bro. Go back to all the early 90s records.
Nah, for sure. Nah.
I just seen an interview with Tragedy Gaddafi on Queen's Flip.
Yeah.
And he was talking about it. That's how you show when he was on point. He's like, yeah, you know, everybody was doing the Italian thing. He's like, then I watched The Godfather, and when they're talking about, that's the funny thing. I was talking to my girl about this. I know men might get mad, but Italians were so against, like, that, like hip-hop or black people and shit like that. But still, because it was so ill, the gangsters and what they were doing in the street and like, mobster gangster shit, they overlooked it. But Tragedy was like, yo, they were like, let the blacks destroy themselves in Godfather or whatever. What did he say when they talking about drugs?
Right.
And Tragedy's like, yo, I wasn't jocking that.
Right.
But most people didn't give a fuck because it's the same way you could look at a racist black mobster or Spanish, whatever.
Right.
You're looking at what they did.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
Italian culture, bro, you got to give it up. When you think about 90s rap, come on, man.
It was the only type of.
Unfortunately, the only good Italian rapper is Lil Vic.
Really
and
out.
Joe
You know what I'm
Pellegrino.
saying? That's the only ones.
Shout out to Vic.
I mean, yeah, but if you think about Italian rappers, like, we can go down a laundry list of horrific, unlistenable rappers except for Lil Vic.
Yeah,
Jojo Pellegrino. Who else is there?
I couldn't put a list of horrific rappers.
That's the list. There's nobody else on it.
Who's another?
I don't listen to horrific rap.
I mean, unless I'm missing out on somebody that I don't know of that's an Italian rapper, but like
Nah, I don't
Lil
know.
Vic.
No, I don't think so.
But
Hopefully. Tell us in the chat, man. Tell us if we're missing someone.
yeah, tell us in the chat. Put me on. But that's why I ain't get it from. That's where I get Cuzzo from.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, like all the cats like my man Gestapo and all them.
What's up with Nabro?
Nah, bro, it's my label.
Where'd you get Nah Bro from? That's what
I
the
mean,
man's saying.
that was another thing. We, white boys, like it was like, nah, bro,
Nah,
bro.
bruh.
bro. I always felt like bro was the white man's N word.
No, get out of here.
I mean,
I'm just saying for white boys that don't run around saying the N word like weirdos. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. You see a white boy dropping the N word all the time? Like, you can't trust that guy. It's
You never
weird.
did that?
Never. Find
hell no.
Find a time where you see me saying the N word.
Every time I've known you.
What?
Never.
Weird. Fucking weird, bro. What are you talking about? It's like a white boy with cornrows. What are you doing?
I feel like
Come on, man.
one
Stop.
time, and it happened to be on Sirius because I think it was DR Period, and he had a record that was called like "Bang N Words Up" or something like that.
You had to say
and
it.
I had to say it when I was making and then
Poor
DR
you.
Period was sitting there, and I was
my
like,
guy
"Why did
too.
I say that?"
We were crying.
DR Period's my guy, bro.
Yeah.
That's my guy. And one of my favorite producers of all time. Don't get his respect.
Really? One of your favorites of all time?
He did Broken Language.
Okay.
He did Annie Up. He did hold on, I gotta pull it
the
up.
Cameron.
Yeah, bro. He got joints, bro.
That's
He got joints, bro.
After that, I couldn't.
He did he did like 90%
joint.
Yeah, he did 90% of MOP First Family. Anything that Primo didn't do, DR Period did. He did all of Smooth the Hustler, Hustling. He did
MOP,
Broken
how the
Language.
shit is over.
Huh?
Primo shit.
Listen, DR Period gets
He do.
busy.
He do. He
He
do.
Yeah,
definitely
busy.
got busy.
He do.
For sure.
He did Smooth the Hustler Once Upon a Time in America, which is a classic.
It is a classic album.
Very underrated.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very, very underrated album.
You work with Smooth the Hustler.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah.
He's one of 3 people I've ever paid to do a song.
Oh, all right.
I don't give it up like that. There's 3 people.
Then?
Huh?
Him, West Side Gun.
Him, West Side Gun, and Saigon.
Sad.
I threw Saigon somebody just out of love, too.
Yeah.
He would have did it for free, but I just came through. I threw him a little something. He didn't even know, too. Before I left, I just hit him with a little...
Oh, nice.
He was like, oh, for what? I'm like, yeah, for being Saigon.
Right. Thank you.
And he
Thank you.
invited us to a crib. We chilled there for like fucking 8 hours. We
Wow.
were drinking, chilling. He was very, very hospitable.
Wow. That's
So
dope.
to me, I'm the type of dude. I'm like, all right, I see that. I threw him some
Yeah,
bread.
throw him some bread.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Dope.
But Smooth the Hustler was a bucket list for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one
Bucket
of those guys.
lister?
Yeah, because if you think about it, bro, on some 90s shit, like he put out that album, Broken Language and all that, and then he kind of faded away.
Faded away
And what
big
people
time.
don't realize, it wasn't because he didn't pop. Like he had some family shit. Like he did certain things that came up in his life that he had to choose. You know what I mean?
It's a shame.
Yeah.
What
Think
about
about even
Trigger?
Trigger,
That's
like
what I was about to say. Trigger
the Gambler got
he-
busy,
He
bro.
got hit
Alias
a major
Christ.
deal right off of that, and I
Yeah.
remember the
And Nutty
single.
Professor shit. Remember the crew can't go for that with the ice cream truck?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. They
What
got
a
busy,
big
bro.
racket.
What were they called? Next Level.
But that was then that. Actually, that was the DR Period shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Next Level. And if you look at super early DR Period, he has some Next Level mixtapes, like
Right.
back in '96. You can hear Papoose. Papoose came up Next Level.
100%. And when's the first time you heard Papoose?
Next level.
You know the first time I heard Papoose?
The Cool G rap.
Home Sweet Funeral Home. Yeah. But you know what's funny? I'll show you how good my memory is. Shout out to DR Period, because when we were doing the DCM Thanksgiving show y'all did, and everybody was tweaking about the lineup, and you guys added DR Period last minute, you hit me and you were like, yo, his manager, whatever, was like, yo, we know Sean Strange, he a legend out here. And I remember for me, you know, most people won't think that's anything, but for me, like, I literally really looked up to DR Period when I was a kid. Like his beats, the way he was able to program his drums and shit like that. So it was a cool moment when you called me like, yo, they were giving you props, bro, DR Period. And then I saw him at the show, we have a picture together, and he was giving me mad love.
Dope.
Very cool. Shout out to DR Period, man.
Oh, glad we could make shit
Dope. Yeah.
Nah, listen, bro. Me and this guy Menza made butt heads. That's because we're both Virgos, and I existed before y'all. You have a lot of artists that didn't exist before y'all, and that's okay. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right.
I existed before DCM, but so me and him were always butt heads. We're Virgos. We're both from, you know what I mean? Like, it's the way it is. But we made some great shit happen. We did records with Ice Cube and, you know, Bizarre and the whole Cassidy project. That you
Yeah, what's up? You have a big good relationships with a lot of members from D12. How did that come?
Yeah, I brought Bizarre through. You know that.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to D12, man. Listen, bro, I know for certain New Yorkers it's unpopular opinion, but I was a very big D12 fan.
Right.
And I was one of those guys that liked D12, not just Eminem.
Yeah, I liked them, but I wasn't like
that's
crazy.
okay.
Oh, yeah, I fucked with D12.
I always thought they were very underrated. If you really go, I mean, listen, especially their second album, D12 World, they really stepped it up. Shout out to Conniva, McVeigh, all these cats. So when I was still with Necro, there was a guy, what was his name, from Detroit, like Juggalo guy. Fuck.
Blaze, you dead homie. Stupid. He's stupid.
Scarecrow, that's the Scarecrow guy, isn't it? Guy with they used to have the guy who wore a fucking bicycle tire around his neck.
Sick. Yeah.
Autopsy.
Whoa.
Autopsy. That's my
That's
memory,
quite
bro.
a name.
Sick
Jesus
name.
Christ.
Guy named
What a sick
Autopsy,
name.
some white boy from Detroit, hit me up and he was like, yo, I'm a big fan, blah, 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 how much for a verse? He's like, I'm gonna put you on a song with Bizarre from D12. Then still MySpace. So we're talking 05, 06.
Shout out to Tom.
Shout out to Tom is my guy.
Go ahead.
I'm like, all right, look, if you're gonna put me on a song with Bizarre from D12, I'm like, if you let me go first on the record and put it on my mixtape, I won't charge you nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, done. He's like, I'm actually more of a fan of you. He's like, but I got, you know.
Right.
And then once I did that record, I hit up Bizarre because Eminem and Jay-Z were doing that Home and Home tour. Remember that shit?
Yes.
And I knew this was still in a time where M was bringing D12 out. So I hit Bizarre and I'm like, look, you don't know me. I got this record with you, blah, blah, blah. And he knew the record. He was like, okay, yeah, that's you, dope. I was like, look, I got a club. Remember, I was running that club in Long Island in New Hyde Park, Dublin Pub.
Okay.
I brought Sean Price there. I brought Joe Button there, Saigon. I hit Bizarre like, yo, I'll pay you, come through, rock a show, and I'll hook you up with a video, whatever. We'll shoot a video for this, and I'll hook you up with your own video. And he hung with me for like a whole week. You know what I mean? Stayed here a whole week. We shot like 3 videos together. And then once that happened, his manager, shout out to Rico. A lot of people don't know Rico Shelton. He was like an early D12 manager. He took a liking to me. He saw the way I was moving around, had the club, had this shit going. And then once Goondocks happened, the shit probably wouldn't even happen without Parrish. They're like huge. D12 and Eminem are like huge EPMD fans, like really thick EPMD fans. And Rico called me and said, yo, do you and P want to open up for the D12? We have the Dirty Nation tour with like 10 shows in America.
Wow.
And shout out to PMD, bro. We wouldn't even get paid as much as, PMD didn't have to do that shit.
Right.
He's like, yeah, D12, yeah, Eminem, okay, Strange, let's do it. And we drove across fucking America for like 2 weeks.
Wow.
And ended at BB King's and shit. And then once that happened, Swifty from D12, I was playing him beats. Like, I'm such a type of cat where I noticed he was getting up every morning on tour to have coffee and call his wife at like 7:30 in the morning. So I started setting my alarm. And I would go down in the lobby and force myself to have a conversation with him.
Yeah.
If I'm walking through the lobby, he's there. And then before I knew it, I gave him a whole CD of beats. Now we have a whole album together.
Right.
2015, he did an album called Live Evil with Evil Live. I did 15 out of 18 tracks
Wow.
on there.
That's dope.
So yeah, I toured over the world with them. I tried everything to get an M feature, but you don't want to, you don't want to press because, I've seen people come up to them at tour, like, do you really know Eminem? And they look at him like I've never seen fans like Eminem, bro.
Yeah.
It's weird. You know what I mean? But the M feature didn't happen. Other than that, shout out to D12 though. You know what I mean? It's like trying to get Michael Jackson on a
No,
record,
for sure.
bro.
Yeah, that's like
Absolutely.
almost near
You know
impossible.
what I mean?
you know what I'm saying?
Like,
But-
that collector had the DJ at fucking Shade 45 for 35,000 years
Before he got that,
Yeah, you
yeah.
got to put in that work. You know what I mean?
I mean, motherfucker.
And even then, it was like,
I do like when the Detroit versus Everybody.
yeah.
That record fire, except
It
for
is
Danny
fire.
Brown, but that
Yeah.
record fire.
You don't like Danny Brown?
Just his voice
Oh, boy.
for me.
Oh, Danny Brown, fire.
Nah, listen, respect and love to him. I'm just saying on that record.
I'll give it to you. I can't listen to an entire
Big
Danny
Sean
Brown
went crazy on
and
that
a
record.
shot.
Big Sean got the best verse on that record.
I'm not a fan of Big Sean like
I'm
that.
not a huge fan either, but he did have a good verse on that
Yeah.
shit.
He said my homie wanted a Chevy, so I put my dog in the vet. Come on, man.
Come on.
Stop.
So what you got
Shout-
going on? What do you got going on now? What's coming up for the people? Because, we talked about all the history.
Terrorizing people at a book show. I'm focusing on booking,
Fair
a tour for different people. Trying to build the DVS shit I got with these guys. I'm just really trying to build the tour shit right now. Like musically, I got the custom shit with my band. Album's done in my hand. Just waiting for the right time to put it out. Waiting for the artwork. Hip hop wise, I've been working on a Snow Goons album for 14 years.
Right. You producing for
No.
albums for other people too.
Yeah. I'm talking about like on some like rapping shit.
Yeah.
Like I haven't really, I have a Snow Goons album that's literally been in the work for like fucking 8 years.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean I have mad records.
Those are your peoples though.
Yeah, for sure. I'm only doing it because again, it's like I'm not really intrigued by the rap shit. Like even with Concept, I'm down to do a project with him. It's gotta be the right shit though.
Right.
I gotta
It
feel.
gotta be the right shit.
No, but I fuck with his beats.
saying.
He's one of the guys that came through to the studio when we were over at 631.
Yeah.
He's one of the guys that came through and played me beats that I liked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a big critic of shit. Bro.
Yeah.
It's just the way I am. You know what I mean? My dad was a musician. The way I am.
You producing for other rappers as well.
Yeah, got the Cassidy project. Fucking on a milk carton right now, but that's coming
Right,
soon.
On a milk
I mean?
carton.
Nah, it's fire though.
Yeah.
And we're just waiting for the right time to get the animated video for that. So we have that on deck. Got a whole Royal Flush project that we have. We dropped the Ice Cube shit. We did the Bizarre single. We dropped a lot of shit. The
Yes.
Graph and Raekwon
Yes.
shit. Nah, you guys have been awesome with that, man. A lot of
Yes.
cool production opportunities.
My man Sean Strange.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you coming down.
Of course, bro. And I want to say before I go, bro, because this motherfucker men don't think I give props. I'm going to keep it real. Nah, I'm real shit, bro. I've been in the music industry a long time, bro. I put on a lot of rappers. From legends that needed rebirth to motherfuckers that didn't have shit going on, and I gave them an opportunity, and now they didn't make it happen, and they're still working some bullshit-ass job. I put a lot of motherfuckers on, bro.
sure.
Gave a lot of motherfuckers opportunities. And there's never been a time I can't even think outside of y'all that someone called my phone like, yo, Strange, I got this show for you. Or, yo, I got this feature for you. Or, I got this for you. It never happened.
Right.
And I'm talking, bro, if I literally sat down and broke down what I've done for other rappers, like, I can go on for fucking, we'll be sitting here for weeks.
Right.
But y'all, I mean, respect to both of y'all, bro, because you
man.
guys, can't, remix this joint, or, we're gonna do a whole Cassidy project, or we're gonna do a whole, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it's not, not buying me a house, but it's opportunity.
Correct.
And at the end of the day, like, that's all we can try to do for each other. You know what I'm saying? So
100%,
shout out to
brother.
y'all. Like, I'll always,
My man.
you know what I mean? I want you to know that, bro.
For
Real
sure,
shit.
man.
You know what I mean?
For sure, my man.
Use that clip, man. Asshole. Nah, I'm just saying real shit, though. You know what I mean? Because it's not easy to be in a business where,
For sure.
motherfuckers always expecting from you, and they're gonna blame when everything goes great. You ain't getting the credit. I promise you.
Word.
The first one getting thanked is God.
Word.
So you already number 2 next to God, right? And then if it goes wrong though, God ain't getting the phone call. Y'all getting the
Yeah,
phone
for
call.
sure.
I promise you.
100%.
You know what I mean? So I know you
Well,
guys go through that.
Thank you too. You have a lot of resources, your
of course.
experience, your opinions, everything, all
Bro,
of
it's
that.
gotta
man.
be a give and take.
For sure.
You can't be coming around and ask people to do shit for you all the time. You don't bring nothing to the table.
Right.
My mom always told me, you show up at a picnic, you bring a bun cake. You bring a fucking loaf of Italian bread. You don't show up at a fucking... Yeah, you don't bring a fucking, come to a picnic with nothing.
Couple fucking
Bro,
raviolis.
growing up in, let me tell you something. I grew up on fucking 107th on Atlantic Avenue around the border, East New York.
Yeah.
You show up at a party without some shit, you be like, yo, get this guy the fuck out of
is
here. He's
this guy?
crazy. Who is this guy? Who invited this asshole?
Who's this
Yeah, I mean,
guy?
especially when you grown, you don't come through with a little cake or something. What's wrong with you? Who raised you? Shout out to y'all, Bash Brothers, Lost in Hip Hop, man.
Rock and roll.
My man. All right, y'all. Got some music.
Yeah, play a few more.
Play a few more. All right. We'll be back.